Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. It's Flex Friday, March 29th, and we're excited to get into this NBA slate. We have 12 games today, massive slate, and we have 4 plays for you. Before we get into our picks, though, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen. They're going to match your first deposit up to $100. And if you guys don't mind, just do us a favor and like the video. It's a great way to support the channel. It's really the best way. And we're getting close to 11,000 subs. So if you guys don't mind, just hook us up with a like. And yeah, let's get into the video. All right, so these are the plays we're going to be covering. I'm going to be taking Austin Reeves over 22.5 points and assists and James Harden over 13 rebounds and assists. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm taking Kelly Oubre Jr. for over 13.5 PRA in the first half again. And I'm taking Paul George for over 4.5 first quarter points.
All right. So let's talk about our recap real quick. We did put out 4 plays yesterday. I took Clint Capella over 1.5 dunks. He cashed that at 2, and Hawks ended up getting that dub, which was pretty cool to see. They're starting to surge, and they don't even have Trae Young, so it's kind of exciting. They're pretty sneaky on defense and stuff. So anyways, he got his 2 dunks, and Bobby Portis, I don't know what happened here. We took him over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He only went for 12. He played 16 minutes, and I don't think he got injured, but yeah, only 16 minutes, and he went for 5 points and 7 rebounds. So I think if he would have gotten his full minutes, he would have been a little bit closer, you know, obviously, but who's to say if he would have actually cashed that either way? Because if you do the math, if he doubled that, he's still not there, or is he? No, yeah, he would have been there. That would have been 24. Yeah, pretty easy math. Anyways, so he would have cashed that. I was like trying to do the math of the 5 and the 7 and stuff. I'm like, I could just look at the 12 and do twice that. But anyways, yeah, if he would have just gotten, but I mean, that's asking for 32 minutes. Anyways, he didn't cash. I don't know what happened there, but how'd you do, bro?
Yeah, I went 1-1 as well. I took Jaylen Brown for over the 11.5 first half points, and he only had 8 points. You know, he couldn't get it rolling very easily in that game, and that was his whole PRA as well. I took his PRA, and he only had the 8 PRA in the first half. But I took the points in the video.
Wild.
Yeah, he just had a terrible game. I think he shot 9 for 17, and he only had like 18 points. And only 8 of those came in the first half, so I think he scored 10 more points in the whole game. But I also took Derek White. This play panned out pretty well. Derek White's a monster when it comes to rebounds and assists. We took him for over 10.5. He had 12, so he's kind of getting back in rhythm with that play. So I'll be looking his way for that play again, because they were fully healthy in that game too, and the Hawks just ran him over.
Yeah, man. I wonder. We were kind of talking about this earlier, but DeAndre Hunter. I wonder if that's the case, because that small forward position, Grayson Allen, he can be on a total heater, and then we match up with the Hawks, and they just keep him under his typical numbers. But yeah, that's wild. 8 PRA for Brown, and it looked like he took plenty of shots. So
yeah.
All right, well, let's get it. I'm ready to bounce back here. It's Flex Friday, and yeah, I'm gonna get started with this Austin Reeves play. Let's take a look at this over under. Okay, 244. Again, this was fireworks, absolute fireworks last time they matched up. 295 is what the total was last time. And Austin had a great game. I think that he's going to be heavily relied upon in this game. I can't wait for this game. A lot of really good matchups today, guys. So we got a 244 over under. Pacers favored by 4. And let's hop over here to Outlier. So if we look at his last 5, he's gone over this 3 straight games, and he's averaging 36.3 minutes over his last 5 games, just 2 fouls, not getting into foul trouble, 11.8 potential assists per game, and he's shooting 44% from the field on 12.4 attempts per game, only 29% from 3, but we know he can get hot at any minute. He kind of he's a little streaky, but I wouldn't be surprised if he starts dropping some tonight. Obviously, last time they matched up, it was a great game. He went for 33 points and assists. In the game before that they matched up with the Pacers, he went for 31. So he's got back-to-back matchups against them where he crushed this line. I feel really good about it. The matchup is relatively solid. 25th in points allowed and 3rd in assists allowed. So a little tight on the assists. But he's pretty good at facilitating, and I think he's going to just have a big role tonight. Let's see what he did last time they played Indiana minutes wise. Okay, so he played 37 minutes. So he didn't even have to play. That's right, because that was wild. 295 game total in regulation. I'm pretty sure. I don't even think that went to overtime. So yeah, but he played most of the game. I think he's going to get heavy minutes tonight. I love this play. If we hop over here to Daily Grind, they've got his points and assists favored to go over at 51.76% odds to hit, and they have it at a -125. And we're getting it at 22.5 on Prize Picks, and actually looks like it's just FanDuel has this at 23.5. But everyone that has it at 22.5 has it at a -120 or higher. So go with your gut. I love this play. I think he's going to do a lot tonight. So moving on to James Harden. We have a 212.5 over under in this game against the Magic. Relatively low game total here. And the Clippers are favored by just 1 point, so it should be a close game. But I think this line is just too low for Harden. If we hop over here to Outlier, you can see this 13 line. He's gone over it 7 out of his last 10 games. And it's a tough matchup. They have him listed as a shooting guard, but we know he plays point most of the time. It's their second in rebounds allowed to point guards and third in assists allowed. If he does hop over to the 2 spot, they're 5th in rebounds allowed, 7th in assists allowed. So definitely a tough matchup, but it's James Harden. Like, he can clear this line on assists alone. There's no head-to-head, so he hasn't played against them with the Clippers yet, but he's averaging 35.8 minutes per game, just 1.7 fouls, so he's not getting into foul trouble, 7.9 rebound chances, and 15.9 potential assists per game. So he has all the opportunities in the world, but I mean, look how many games here he's got double-digit assists, 4 out of his last 5. And 3 out of his last 5, he's gone for 14 assists. That'll cover this line alone. So I feel really good about this. Let's take a quick peek at the injury report. Nothing to be concerned about there. Nothing significant at all, really. If you guys want to check out this app, Outlier, that I'm on right now, it's a pretty incredible app. They give you all the information you could ever need. So we like using the DFS optimizer from Daily Grind. And which, by the way, Daily Grind, if you guys want to check that out, I forgot to mention it, but there's if you use code Backdoor with Daily Grind, they're going to give you 25% off of any of their tools. And this tool in particular, the optimizer, is amazing. Like, it helps us find plays, and then you can compare your numbers, your line that you're getting it at. You can compare it to all the other odds makers. It has it all right there for you. Pretty much does all the work for you. But you can get 25% off of any of Daily Grind's tools if you use code Backdoor. And if you want to check out Outlier here, they have a link in the description of this video. They're giving all of our viewers just a 7-day free trial, so it's risk-free. You have nothing to lose. Go through that link and check it out for yourself. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to pass it over to Jordy.
Sweet. Yeah. So before I get into my place here, I just want to quickly tell you guys about Chalkboard. Chalkboard is another one of our sponsors that we're super stoked to be sponsored up with, because we love to play that app. It's iOS only right now, but the Android version is just pending. It's being approved by the Google App Store, and then it's going to be out. And then they're working on a desktop version, so stay tuned for all of that. But yeah, so basically what you can do on that app is, like, you can take Austin Reaves points and assists at 22.5 and bump it up to like 24 or 23.5 and get a higher multiplier and make it like a demon play. Or you could bump it down to like 20 or 20.5 or 21.5 and get a lower multiplier, make it like a goblin play. So it's a lot of fun. Go check them out. If you use code Backdoor at checkout, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. So yeah, so Kelly Oubre, I've been playing this play every time. If it's under 14.5, I'm taking this play, like, every single time. He's gone over this line 8 out of his last 10, 11 out of his last 20, but he's really been heating up over the last like 12 or so games here. He's had a couple little like injuries that have kept him out of a couple games, but he came back against the Clippers in that last game and looked amazing again. He put up 18 PRA really quick in the first half. So dude's on fire, and he's got a great matchup tonight against Cleveland. 25th in points allowed, 30th in rebounds allowed, 20th in assists allowed. So all the green indicators are looking good on this one. Head to head, he's missed it twice against them, but you know, he didn't play as many minutes in that first game there, and in the other game, he's just been in a different type of rhythm lately. Is the reason I like this play a lot. So I'm gonna be rolling the dice on him again today because I mean he's 5-0 for me over the last couple times I've taken him. So I'm gonna be using him again tonight. So like that play, and then the next one is Paul George's first half points. He's been going over this pretty regularly. It kind of just depends with him and what kind of rhythm he's in. But lately, the dude's been scoring at will against pretty much everybody. Philly is always a different story, though. Philly hold Paul George and Kawhi Leonard over the history of them playing against each other to like 17 points a game. So they're very good at defending those two for some reason. So whenever he plays Philly, it's always a tough time. But in this matchup, I love this matchup against Orlando. It's a tough matchup, the 15th in points allowed. But the head-to-head, he's hit it twice. He missed it once. He just didn't hit anything that game, which is very rare for him. It can happen, right? These guys are the shooters. You know, they're not guaranteed to make points. But he's gone over this in 8 out of 10 of his games. He went over this 6 straight. He just barely missed it against Philly twice here, or else he would be 10 for 10 right now. I love this play. I play it all the time, too. This 4.5 line is pretty forgiving. You know, if he doesn't hit it, you can fade these first quarter props if you don't like them. There's 2 that I play all the time, or 3 really. It's him, Michael Porter Jr., and Rui Hachimura's first quarter points are like a wagon for me right now. I play him every chance I get. So I love this line at 4.5 tonight. So yeah, there's no daily grind odds on this one, obviously, and the over-unders really don't matter because they're like first half and first quarter. So yeah, that's all I have to cover on these 2.
All right, guys, that's the 4 we have for you on Flex Friday. If you want to come check out our Discord, there's a link in the description of the video. It's about 50 cents a day. We've been finding ways to win. We have a lot of fun, really great community, and the community is the best resource we have because we all share our slips together with like the copy and paste links. So, you know, if there's a play that someone likes, they just throw it right into the community and we all get to reap the benefits. And we also have a really good time just like talking sports while the games are on. The community chat is always popping off and we cover esports, NHL, baseball, like we're covering everything in here. So if you guys want to check that out, go through that link, go up to server subscriptions and then click subscribe. And it'll unlock all the channels. And if you do that, make sure you hop into community chat. Let us know you're new and we'll kind of show you around, show you how we work everything in here. But I also, before we head out, I just want to quickly shout out Mark Nazzarini, 4822. We started covering MLB at opening day, and we've been talking about how we're relatively new to it, but we want some feedback. And he dropped us a comment, giving us some good insight on stuff we can be looking for with utilizing Outlier and whatnot. So appreciate that feedback, man. We are looking forward to diving more and more into baseball. And that video is up if you guys want to check that out, mix and match a little bit for your protected play. But we're going to have some fun today, guys. Enjoy this huge slate. Enjoy baseball if you're getting into some baseball. And have a great weekend, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
Good luck, guys.